Lights, camera, action.
In a studio where local filmmakers talk to other filmmakers about the inside world of film.
Cut.
That's not the script. It. We'll fix it in post. Do you wonder how films are produced and what really goes on behind the scenes? Well, stand by. Filmmakers Kevin Mumphrey, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Carson Hype Ferguson explain all the details. Right here on It, We Will Fix It in Post podcast.
Lights, camera, action.
In a studio where local filmmakers talk to other filmmakers about the inside world of film.
Cut.
That's not the script. It. We'll fix it in post. Do you wonder how films are produced and what really goes on behind the scenes? Well, stand by. Filmmakers Kevin Mumphrey, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Carson Hype Ferguson explain all the details. Right here on It, We Will Fix It in Post podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever you're listening, I thank you for doing so. I am once again Kevin Mumphrey, and this is It, We Will Fix It in Post. I have my colleagues with me, Victoria V.A. Jones.
What's going on?
And Karsten Hype Ferguson.
Yeah.
By the time you're listening to this, you will probably found out that Maury Povich show has just now been canceled.
Oh, you are not the father.
Now, what? That's what I would expect Karsten to say.
Oh man,
I wasn't gonna go to the lie detector. I was gonna be like, that was determined by the lie detector is to be false.
Well, it's determined to be true as they will still be airing episodes up until September, but this year will be the last year of the Maury Povich show. So if you're going to get your DNA test done,
It'll come back on YouTube. YouTube pick it up.
yeah, YouTube.
Like not under that same name. It'll be like instead of the Maury Povich show, it'll be like the M show or something like that.
the M show.
But isn't he doing something else?
I don't know. Like because Chris Hansen back on YouTube now, but
Yeah,
New
because
episodes.
he can't do To Catch a Predator because that's owned by somebody else. But it's like Predator Raw or something like that.
That don't.
Yeah, so they
don't sound as appealing
They
at all.
catching fools left and right too.
It's still.
Yeah,
It's
still. Hell, they caught like 100 and something people in Florida the other day.
when you said Florida, everything made sense.
But
It's
yeah,
understandable.
but in one of them could catch a predator type joints. I mean, it had like 2 judges. I'm like,
That's
yo,
understandable.
this is crazy. This
Yeah,
is
that's-
crazy.
You know, I used to love watching those until I was like looking like, man, these are like regular everyday people. Judges, police officers,
Everybody.
firemen,
Everybody,
teachers.
everybody.
Talking about I was just in the neighborhood.
You weren't just in the neighborhood. You was talking to her like 5 days straight.
Bro,
What's
you
wrong
in
with you?
Detroit. We in Florida.
What's
what are you
wrong
doing?
with you, man? And you brought pizza and you naked. What's wrong with you?
Like,
Man, you better
This
get
how
up
you
out
show
of
up
here,
in the
man.
neighborhood?
Hey, bust his head wide open. Bust it open. I was like, man, I was like, for lying to us. Yeah, man, you liar.
But because I found out through like about going back to Murray, like I found out about the cancellation on what's the entertainment site on not no
TMZ.
TMZ. That's what I'm thinking.
The entertainment site. Continue.
I didn't want to say the news or anything like that.
No. Continue, please.
So my first thought was that's an interesting way to find out that your job is no longer there.
Well, he probably already knew it.
Well, no, I'm not thinking as much as Maury.
Yeah, but the cameraman probably
But
didn't.
sometimes, yeah, I was thinking the cameraman, the makeup people.
He's like, I just bought a house. What am I going to do?
Also, sometimes even the star of the show doesn't even know. Maury could have found out too. Like, wait, what? Now, with him being on for 30 years, I would hope they'd have
I
given him
think
some
they
leeway.
would have told him or he. So did they make that decision or he made that decision?
Oh, it looks like they made that decision. They haven't said anything.
Yeah,
as far as-
it's probably because of money, right? Because like,
Now that's
they
I'm
probably
gonna
gotta
ask
pay
the
him like
user.
buku.
Right.
Now that's one reason the show could cancel. Well, most of the reasons is money wise. I think this is kind of a mutual thing. I feel like even more, it's 30 years. You got to be tired of doing this.
Right, but if they paying you good money, then why not?
But if you old and been making good money, because I mean that show's been profitable since.
But if you look at
mid-90s?
all those shows like that, if you look at that show, if you look at Jerry Springer, if you look at all the judge shows, they're doing it until somebody says, "All right, we're gonna cut you off," or they quit.
Yeah.
But if you're comfortable doing it, then they're gonna continue to do it if they're comfortable doing it.
Because was it Judge Judy is like all in on online now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she went online. Judge Joe Brown, like I guess he ended up not doing that because I think it was a cancellation thing because he was getting paid too.
I don't know why, but they are getting paid.
Yeah. Like, but Judge Joe Brown, Mathis.
Is Mathis still on?
No, but they play reruns all the time. I don't think he's still on.
I don't think so either.
But like obviously, yeah, like I said, Judge Judy, Judge Joe Brown, Mathis, and then I think the lady from the People's Court, the Hispanic chick, I think they get some bank, and they're actually real judges too.
I don't know about the one on the People's, but they changed that. The People's Court judge, they changed it periodically.
Yeah, like the Hispanic chick, she's been there for like at least 10 years. Yeah,
Okay.
like because I remember when they switched her over. I can't remember who was on it before her now, because I remember I used to watch it all the time, and then I watched it with her. I liked her attitude and just how she dealt with people. I thought she was cool.
Now another show they got canceled recently that I don't know if it definitely hasn't been on as long as Maury, but Nick Cannon's daytime show. Not Wildin' Out. His
he got a daytime show.
Yeah.
Well, that explains why that got canceled.
That's
Incredible.
Yeah. Explains everything.
Incredible.
Well, I was going to dive into that a little bit, but you kind of killed that.
I didn't know that. I don't watch daytime, man.
That's it.
Like I used to watch the TV judges. That's it. When I used to watch
Now,
daytime.
I think he had like maybe 2 months, I believe. But what do y'all feel is like because it felt like, and you would probably hear people say this in the 90s, that they let shows air for a little while before they kind of gave it a chance.
Well, they do all shows like that. They give you a chance.
Well, it depends. 'Cause, you
But
know,
I'm saying you have to look at the ratings.
There's some politics in some of that stuff too. Like you remember when it was like a bloodbath or whatever between the like the not the Jerry Springers but like the Sally Jesse Raphael, like
right,
all that joints. They was like yo, sorry big dog, you got too many over here.
Right.
Montel did his thing for a minute.
Yeah, but it and I wasn't even going for like daytime shows, just like TV shows in general, even sitcoms. Because like
Days of Our Lives, Young Wrestlers.
I was thinking more like Married with Children. Like when it first came out, it didn't do well for like a few months.
I think because of the time slot though. I think they had it in the wrong time slot because you know Fox back in the day used to play around with that time slot.
And that's what I'm saying. They give it a chance. Let's move it around. Let's see if it works in this hour. Let's see if it works in this hour. Whereas you hear people say now they air a few episodes because you hear shows will be done in like 6 episodes. They're like, yep, that's it. We're done.
But the ratings have to be real low, like, or unless somebody like completely like complain about it for 6 episodes and then you're done after that. Like usually they wait a season to do to figure out if you're gonna get another season.
Could you ever see
or not.
those? And I guess I'm again referencing TMZ that have these shows renewals and cancellations, and you kind of scroll and shows all these shows they got put back. You'll see, well, this show's canceled after 8 episodes. This show's canceled after 6 episodes. This show's canceled after 12 episodes.
No,
This
I've
show
never
be
seen
back
it.
next. Oh yeah, I watch that all the time. It's like, man, if I was working, this would be a horrible way to find out, do I still got a job next season? Oh, I'm good.
Well,
I'm good.
that you know,
I
that's
think
not as
I think you always like kind of figure that though. It's like kind of fly by night kind of thing. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna work this 20-something years and get a watch. I mean, like when the factory jobs back in the day, even them disappeared.
That's the I guess one of the downfalls of working in television. There's
Be like, hey Jim, sit down. Actually, no, don't sit down. Don't close the door either.
no. Actually, you just go ahead and get up out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that badge from you. Yeah, go ahead and get out of here.
So here's some other shows that'll we're looking for actors for. You can go ahead and audition for those. Yeah, but what's the script for next season? Don't worry about that. Next season?
Damn.
I don't know what to tell you about that. Go ahead and read these. You should really check and see if you like these and study these and go ahead and audition for these because the one you on now,
Sometimes that works out though.
You thought
know
you
what
was
I'm saying?
cool. You thought you was cool.
It just wasn't the role for you. You know what I'm saying?
You really thought you was cool.
Man, we gave it a good 6 episodes. You got paid for
know,
those, right?
And you know, it's just something out there is better.
Now, and I know DVDs wasn't it's not necessarily as prevalent now as it was like early 2000s or late 2000s. But those are kind of good at necessarily reviving TV shows.
DVDs.
Yeah, like I use for instance Family Guy because Fox canceled it at first.
Yeah, but Adult Swim and YouTube kind of brought that back.
Oh no, DVD for Family Guy, DVDs, because YouTube wasn't as prevalent as when they brought it back the first time.
Well, it was on Adult Swim.
No, Adult Swim is what really brought it back. DVDs helped a lot of other stuff.
Because it was Family Guy, or was it Family that like broke the record for like DVD sales.
It was probably because of Adult Swim, and they saw it on Adult Swim, and then they went to because that's what I did.
Now I think Adult Swim saved 2 shows. There's Family Guy and
Futurama.
Futurama. That's what it was. Because I know it was something else. I just couldn't pinpoint it.
So, but now they've taken Family Guy off of Adult Swim, and they've put Futurama back on Adult Swim.
Family Guy's on Netflix.
And Fox still has it.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
They put it back on Netflix.
Well, actually, is
it on Hulu?
It might be Hulu.
It is Hulu.
Yeah, I think that's more Hulu. Yeah, I feel like that's more of a Hulu thing. So I don't know how long. I mean, if you're gonna do it, like how many episodes, like how many seasons of that would you even air
On what?
on Netflix?
You could air all of them
I guess you could, but
if it was on Netflix. But it is on Hulu though.
now talked about, and since we're on Family Guy, this kind of a nice little, at least I feel it's a nice transition to what I'm gonna talk about next. There's, like I said, certain shows that get canceled like rather quickly, but then there's also shows that last a little longer than they should be.
Oh, okay. I know where this is going. Go ahead.
So, family, at least for me, Family Guy's first, but for me, number 1.
Yeah. What's your number 1? Go
is
ahead.
The Simpsons. I
thought you were finna say something else. Go ahead.
Oh no, Grey's Anatomy is like 3rd after it. Grey's Anatomy would be number 1. That's not a cartoon.
This is not a cartoon.
But the cartoons just last forever. I do not understand why. Well, no, I was told this when it came to The Simpsons. So when they're like lower markets or there's a certain stations, like they have so many episodes that they can sell those episodes to certain like local TV stations, little smaller market TV stations.
Right.
And they just sit and they sell well overseas. The merchandise does well. So while the ratings isn't what it used to be, and it is widely talked about as not being watched as it once was, but it still makes money on merchandise.
Because everybody remembers like
it's a great nostalgia piece.
And they got the T-shirts and all that, like a Batman T-shirt basically.
Yeah,
it's like you can make a terrible Batman. You can actually probably make 5 terrible Batmans, but people like recognize that shirt,
and it will still sell. And then you can sell it to stations all over the globe because I believe it does well in Germany, but like in other countries it sells pretty well. But
I mean they love some Tupac over there. I know that.
Oh yeah.
Nah, they love some Tupac over in Germany when we was over there.
When was this?
Oh, Tupac. Oh, you know Tupac.
Wait, when was this? It
was in the 90s.
Well, of course, it was the 90s.
No, it was in the 90s. So I'm like, yeah. So like, there's always like a current, whatever. Like I had some friends that went over there, and they said they did the same thing with Pitbull. They're like, oh, you know Pitbull. Yeah. Apparently, like he does numbers.
He
overseas.
is called Mr. Worldwide for a reason.
He does numbers overseas. There's some people you'll be amazed at Hell, Nick Cannon's rap career is probably recognized overseas.
Hell, Soldier Boy is overseas
I was
too.
going to tell you, like, yeah, he like Soulja Boy. So I
SOD
saw
Money Gang.
a few years ago, he sold out in Brazil.
Hey, look. They can't understand him.
He's entertaining.
Oh man, like
Worldwide,
but
apparently.
you know what? Shout out to him for coming to Kanye's defense.
Man, now we going all over the place.
What are you talking about? Like, I'm shout out to him for coming to Kanye's defense. He's like, yo, I don't like the way you talking to Kanye, Pete Davidson, PD.
Pete, I don't know a Pete. I do know a Skeet though.
What are you talking about? You don't know who Pete Davidson is?
I know Skeet Davidson is.
Pete Davidson is that dude from SNL.
Yeah.
I know him how Kanye refers to him as Skeet Davidson.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a funny nickname.
This man spent money on a claymation video so he could like write a love letter to his wife.
As
basically.
a person who appreciates pettiness, if you got the money to spend on being petty,
I wouldn't even spend money on being petty. I would just do it free.
I would like to say that
there's ways to be petty. Get it somebody and not really have to spend a whole lot of money. That's too much production.
It's that's too much time to be petty. I want to get right then and there.
That's too much.
I feel like when you're making billions, you ain't worried about all that. How much to do it? Let's get it done. Let's just get it done.
Yeah, but that's time though.
I want efficient level pettiness.
Yeah, but I mean, you talking about efficient or whatever. My man could have been like, oh, my wife, huh? I was like, hey, where's Pete's mom at? We gonna send her some roses or whatever. We're gonna do like 6ix9ine did to Chief Keef's baby mama.
And watch the Monday after we air this. Some nice roses sent to Skeet's mom's house.
Yeah, yo, look,
and someone's gonna look.
Look, Kanye listening. Hey, Kanye, would you like to be a sponsor of the show?
Yeah, all the billions you got, just we just need 100,000.
Hey, look, we'll have a Kanye drop tomorrow.
I swear.
On this joint, man.
I swear we will.
With them,
they'll sound amazing.
With them rain boots on. I'll be wearing the rain boots too.
I wear all the clothes. You hear me? I'll be decked out. It'll be 100 degrees outside.
With the mask too.
With the mask on.
Look, what you talking about? What I brought to the table? I am the table.
That's how we started off the show.
I'm like, yeah, that Kanye go hard. Yeah. Hey, did you hear Sunday service? Oh man, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, I was like, what?
It was amazing.
I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Kanye's the greatest.
Oh my god,
Kanye's the greatest. Better than JC.
Oh, on this note, we're going back to what we're talking about.
Look, no. That's my sponsorship.
You was only supposed to give a taste. You just gave way more.
That's my sponsorship. That's my sponsorship.
You just supposed to give a preview.
Hey, we gotta show Kanye what we're willing to do.
We did
Hold on.
that.
There's certain stuff I ain't doing there.
What are you talking about? Like, I'm that's how I'm willing to go. I ain't going no further than that. I'm like, yeah, he's better.
I feel like you've gone pretty far already.
That was pretty far, but I'm like, I ain't doing nothing else, man. Nothing crazy. Well, that was kind of crazy, but still.
That what?
Yeah,
so let me show this. When they, sometimes the show get canceled and sometimes get picked up. When you think of picking up a show that's been canceled, who do you think normally picks up a show that's been canceled?
The streaming services.
Right.
If they don't already belong to the streaming services. So if they don't already belong to like a Disney or something like that or whatever, or Amazon Prime, who just bought MGM.
Yes, they did.
What, 8.5?
Something like that.
Billy.
Oh, so that's official.
Yeah, that's official.
Man, they said we're gonna be number one. I am number one.
He said.
Yo,
but that's like
they get that library too.
People who are trying to come up like that. They're gonna bust a move like that. So let's go back to Adult Swim.
That's not just a move.
I know. Let's go back to
He
Adult.
bought the building.
Let's go back to Adult Swim. And when they first came out, they needed stuff. So when Family Guy got canceled, they picked it up.
They bought the.
They bought it and picked it up, and it helped them establish that network.
I mean, still under the Cartoon Network brand, but
right.
Yeah. But I mean, Adult Swim was they was popping. They were smart. They were like, all right, we gonna have one show, so we gotta filter in some other stuff. We're gonna throw this in there. Cowboy Bebop was up in there. Like some anime stuff was in there.
Yes.
And back then, it's probably cheap to air that stuff
Yeah.
because not that many people knew it here. So they
Yeah.
probably like went to the distributor, gave them a couple. Like, all right, man, give me.
And they probably got it.
Give me 2 of those and 3 of those, and put some lemon heads in the bag.
You can even say like Cartoon Swim even like boost the value of the show
Yeah.
by airing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they got it while it was cheap and like, ooh, it's expensive now. Y'all can have it back.
hey. You
But
see,
I need
what we did?
and make a profit.
You see what we did for you, right? You owe us.
I need the men's, homie.
Mm.
But to answer the question, actually, so they said like out of shows that get canceled, they have like a 20% chance of being picked back up. And usually who picks it up is the show who canceled them in the first place. There's no the network who canceled them in the first place.
Probably for like a little bit cheaper or something like that. They
Right.
negotiate the
Yeah.
deal.
Well, it's just like
Well, it's like
Arrested-
they still keep the rights. So it's like, well, we can go ahead and just pick it back up.
Well, it's just like Arrested Development. Was that on Fox?
Oh, I don't.
I can't remember.
I don't know
was
why
that
it
Fox?
feels like
that might be
AB.
HBO.
No, it wasn't.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. Arrested Development.
I feel like you
Well,
think
when
it
it-
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
When it got
That's what I was thinking. I was
when it
thinking
got
Curb.
canceled, Netflix picked it up and gave it seasons.
Arrested Development.
Come on now.
I don't remember who that.
I feel like that's ABC.
Was.
It might have been Fox. I think it was Fox.
I always felt like I never really watched it that much. I always see clips of it more than I watched the show itself. So it always felt like everybody been showing me that one. Sorry, inside guy joke, but
Of course.
of
course.
But you brought up Netflix. Netflix is actually second price, but everyone seems to think Netflix because that's kind of how they started off.
Right.
So it's kind of like the brand you come in with is hard to get out of it. When in actuality, they haven't picked up a show from cancellation since 2018.
Fox.
It was
Fox.
Fox?
Mhm.
Okay.
I was like, I couldn't remember what that was on because I always saw reruns,
See,
and that's like much after like it first got to air because I know they sold out, like they
Right.
sold it to like other.
Because you're, I don't know if you do remember, but when it got canceled, right before it got canceled, it started winning all these awards. But it was already canceled after that. So then,
So wait, it was canceled before like the award show, and they won before
So
they won.
it was already in syndication, and then like I guess on the second time, like for whatever reason, people like started watching it like on the rerun or rebound, like however, kind of like Big Bang Theory or whatever stuff like that, because it got canceled. What,
did
twice?
Big Bang Theory get canceled?
Well, I think it got canceled once, and then it came back after.
How
they
many
went
seasons of that
after,
show?
After they went to syndication.
A lot.
Yeah, it's like what 5, 6.
It's a lot of
I
seasons.
don't ever remember it being canceled.
I only watched it in syndication, so it was already like I'm watching like Judge Judy, and then Judge Judy go off, and then they have
12
like,
seasons.
they have some trash, and then like it's right here, right after Jeopardy.
It did play after Jeopardy.
It's
I
one of,
I
yeah.
remember that.
It's always one of them shows we kind of like see in passing.
I just never watched it at that time because like that time spot was like valuable for me. I'm like, I'm going out drinking.
That time slot was valuable. So I think it's gonna be like, so the show I watched during this time slot has to be pristine.
Right.
But he said, "No, I'm going drinking. Not doing that at all."
Back in the drinking days, that was the time. You had a time to do that
I'm like, oh hey, you want to go watch this show on TV
or go drinking.
or go drinking? I don't know, man.
This shows the difference between the
My
two
liver,
of us.
my liver kind of hurts right now. You're like,
The show's Big Bang Theory.
okay.
What? I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
I was
No,
like, you rather
no.
watch Big Bang Theory or go drinking?
I'm like, no, I'm going drinking.
So I'll throw a little quiz, see if y'all can kind of guess. What's the last show that Netflix picked up from cancellation?
I have no clue.
From cancellation,
Mm-hmm.
it's got to be one that's recent, because I'm pretty sure they do that quite a bit.
They haven't done it in years.
You serious?
Since 2018, it's the last time they picked up a show from cancellation.
So what was the show?
Designated Survivor.
I've never watched that.
where
I
Keith
never seen that
Sutherland.
either. I know you're talking about, but I never seen that.
Because I never saw it when it was on. I guess it was on ABC. I never saw it when it was on there. And honestly, I don't really feel like they marketed it well. 'Cause I guess it didn't do well there.
So it was on ABC.
I believe ABC. I'm checking to be sure. But when I saw it, it was on Netflix.
And there were new episodes.
Yeah, they gave it a few more seasons, I believe, or maybe no. So it only had 3 seasons, and I just think they took those 3 seasons and put them on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Premise and everything. I wouldn't have watched it when it was on whatever network it was on at first. But because it the way I saw it, because I remember them talking about it when it first came out, and it just felt like another version of 24.
Okay.
And I didn't like that then.
I love 24 then.
I
got the DVDs. Man, it's like do. That's a long 24 though. That's the longest 24 like in my life. I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, all that happened in an hour?
And I'm looking at talking about like Designated Survivor being canceled. And another reason the show can get canceled, I didn't even think about this, is just they had complications with the contracts from the actors. You know, one actor want this.
Well,
and then,
Keith Sutherland, he got his money. Like they were like, "Oh, we need you," and then that's why they wrote the one chick that played Nina out because she wanted too much money. So they made her a bad guy and killed her off. I was like, "Damn, man, she was loyal for a long time, man. She was loyal for a long time. now she ain't loyal no more. I'm like, hey, kill her, get her out of here, get her out
You
of
want
here.
that much money?
Yeah, kill her.
No, they just show. That's just a horrible way to lose your money. That's a crazy way to find out you failed this negotiation.
You read the script.
like,
What?
Wait, hold on. What our agent say? We ain't doing that. Hey, can she fall off a building?
So you know what you got me thinking of? So remember Friends where Joey's character gets killed off? And he's like, so nobody else ain't got nothing else to say to me? All right.
That's crazy.
Oh God. It makes it so funny. I didn't know that. This is why, but you explained it like that because I remember thinking, man, when did she did that make this turn? Oh, this is a contractual turn. So I need y'all to get creative and get her ass up out of here.
Oh my God.
So as we wrap this up, if there's a show that you all would want out of cancellation, want to kind of come back on there because you know they are revamping everything.
You're right. I want a better version of Charmed than what the BS they got now.
I was going to say it's already back, but
No,
every
that
time
ain't it. That ain't it.
I have watched reviews on that.
You probably ain't getting
Man,
better.
they're creative on saying how much they hate that.
You probably ain't getting better. Not with a new version of a lot of stuff. Because like it defeats like the whole spirit of the thing.
So well, have you seen Bel Air?
No. But I heard it's good. But I personally think they took a little bit of liberties from the preview that they did on YouTube that Will Smith had saw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if it had been like that, I think it would have been like great. I think it's gonna be good now. Like from all the stuff that I've seen or whatever, and the people that I talked to that actually watch it,
Right.
I'm just like, all right.
See, the only complaint I've heard about that is usually characters that didn't like the one I've heard complain about the most that I've seen is the Jeffrey character because he's not like Jeffrey on the sitcom, which I mean you can't really bring that character back to this version of Bel Air. It wouldn't fit. I would like it, but I don't see how you can have this comical.
Yeah,
it don't fit.
Right.
But and the girl who played Nina Long's character, there's only 2 like complaints I've heard about. The only reason I haven't seen it is just I don't like. I kind of wish they would just take it off the platform and then just put it on NBC.
Oh, off of Peacock.
Yeah, 'Cause I ain't got no Peacock, bro.
Yeah, but this is their play. They're gonna get you to want this show so much that you're gonna spend money on the 11,000th streaming platform.
It's a nice try. It's a nice.
At $9,000.
I get it. I get the play. It's good. It's probably pretty good business. It's not gonna work on me.
You gotta have more than that. Like
I need more than like.
So case in point, like I know people that bought Paramount because of like 2 shows. You gotta have at least more than one. Like so.
I mean, like
was it Yellowstone?
Stars had pretty much the Power universe.
Yellowstone in 1886 or 1876 or something like that, or whatever it is. It's like a prequel to the Yellowstone stuff.
Okay.
So it shows them going out west. Yellowstone's a monster though.
I've heard of it, so I know what you're talking about. I never saw it. But
Apparently the writer that he bought one of the ranches that was for sale that was in the show, one of the Texas ranches. Yeah, it was on sale. He bought it. I was like, oh, okay, all right, that's just big dog in it. Okay, all right, I see you.
Cool. Yeah, they're not getting me that way. I'm just like, look, just put it on NBC or on Hulu.
It has to be at least four shows I want to see.
I'll buy it outright. If you give me the opportunity to buy it like on Amazon Prime or something like that, I'll buy it outright. Because I'm like, yo, I'm not paying for like another streaming service. I already got 2. And then I don't use them all like that. So I'm like, yo.
You know what? I had to cut back on. I took just save money. I took HBO, and HBO got some good stuff.
Okay.
But I had to take that off. It just wasn't enough.
I believe you.
HBO and Disney.
Yeah, I believe you.
Disney. I was like, it's only 2. I don't really just go back to.
Kevin, I believe you. I believe you. It's probably good. It's probably very good.
Every time Netflix is getting really close to being the third cut.
No, not for me.
Man,
it's too much good stuff on there for me.
Because then I'm like, I don't see nothing else. But then they'll be like, hey, man, we got to up it up a few dollars.
Right now, Netflix has a lot of good documentaries and a lot of good docuseries. And I am enjoying all the new ones that are coming out.
Did you see the Loser one?
I did.
About the athletes and all that?
I did. And I just finished watching Bad Vegan.
I was like,
should I watch this?
It is good. It is good. This is another docuseries about a dude taking over a woman and taking her money and swindling her, putting her completely in the debt. And she goes to jail and he goes to jail, and it's both of their faults.
You know, we ain't talked about Tindler swindlers since our last episode, have we?
I don't think we have.
Oh man, like Kevin shared a meme with me. He said, "My bills are my enemies."
That episode of Bad Roommates where the guy the guy almost kills his girl, but he's also taking everybody else's money.
The squatter,
not the squatter, the other one with the roommates.
God, it was so many
with the roommates, and they were overseas.
The squatter.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
I mean, he was bad. I mean, there was some horrible.
But he was taking money from all those people.
When I think of like especially of that series, the worst one, the last one is like the worst.
That's the worst, but he wasn't taking people's money like that.
It's
like he
was putting them in debt though.
Yeah,
just by not.
I know, but
he was being an a-hole about it.
This other dude was like taking money in like.
Is the one joint still on there? The Dangerous Animal Encounters. I used to watch all that, like Dangerous Animal Encounters. That like I Shouldn't Be Alive. That Locked Up Abroad. I used to watch all them joints.
Locked Up Abroad. I believe they do have that.
Yeah,
like because I'd be like, I
don't know if they have any new seasons of it, but they have it.
Nah, but I'm like, you just like watch it again every so often, and you'd be like, so you thought it was a good idea to take drugs from this country to that country that's not in the United States? I was like, have you even seen one of their prisons?
Especially prisons of like Salvador. Salvador prison.
It's like open air, like the inmates run the prison basically.
Literally.
And the guards are like up on top of the building. They were like, all right, ain't nobody died yet? Okay.
Cool.
Somebody died? Okay.
Speaking of drugs, it's never good to ship crystal meth. I'll tell you that story later.
No, not at all.
What?
I'll tell you later.
And then
I feel like this should be shared on here. Like what?
And it's also not a good idea to try to sneak some drugs out. in your suitcase, trying to leave the country. I'm pretty sure you could just leave the drugs.
Somebody
You don't need
literally shipped some crystal meth.
People ship stuff all the time.
I mean, that's kind of how the drugs get.
They allow them to do some of that
depends.
stuff. They allow them to do some of that stuff so
Well,
they can track and see
well, you
who got what,
Right,
who did
right.
what.
But
Well,
it was
we
the
need to know
amount.
if you're dead
Yeah,
somebody.
It was the
Yeah.
amount that it was.
Be like if it's enough to
Like they should
saddle,
have.
like the weight of a horse. Be like, yeah, it's probably not a
Yeah, they should have quarantined the whole building.
man.
the whole building. Okay. Well, on that interesting note, we should probably go ahead.
Smoke some.
We-
No, I mean, I'm sorry.
No,
Wait, you
crystal
never.
meth.
Wait, hold on. Before we leave, Carson, you never said a show you want to bring back on there.
I mean, like the good ones already ran their course. I don't think you will bring anything back, honestly. Because I'm like all the really good ones, they ran their course. I don't know if I want to bring anything back, especially the way we doing remakes these days.
You would make a horrible TV exec today.
Yeah, because like actually I'd probably be a good one because I would green light stuff that probably ain't getting green light right now. There's good projects out there.
Right.
It's not getting made though. Because they're scared or they don't want to take a chance or this or that. I'm like, like that documentary, The Hollywood Banker.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that cat, man, like we wouldn't have like Terminator and all this other stuff because nobody else is green lighting this stuff. Somebody took a chance. People, like it took one of those people to make all of those movies. Like
Yeah,
most
you're right.
most of the Miramax umbrella, he funded most of that early stuff. So you wouldn't have half of this stuff if it wasn't for him.
I think that's how we should end it today. So thank you all for listening. I am once again Kevin Murphy with my colleagues Karsten Hyde-Farguson,
Yeah.
Victoria V.A. Jones.
Yes.
Until next time, that is a wrap.
Yes, it is.